Good morning, YouTube. Sports by Scow here. NBA Tuesday. We got a crazy slate. A lot of games to go over. We're going to get right into it. I just want to say, take a look at this parlay. I just slapped 8 legs last night. Thank you, Steph Curry, for taking me home to the promised land. I appreciate you. But Christian McCaffrey, go scratch your ass. Couldn't get 40 receiving yards. Hooked me like this. 7 legs, right? 8 with the 8th leg. Ugh. All right. Let's get right into it. Craziest first pick of the day, but LeBron James has been scoring. I don't want to say he's been balling, but he's been scoring. Look at him. 42, 42, 33, 45, 43. I actually like him tonight with this matchup to score again. Assists allowed, points allowed, 18th in the league. Let's take a look at the other small forwards. Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Buttdicks, Dort, Amen Thompson all popped off. LeBron almost went, oh, look at this. Last time they played, they hit 33. So what's a reasonable line to take LeBron James for? Not 39, I'll tell you that. I think you take LeBron for 35 PRA. I was always an RA fan of LeBron, just taking him for a straight RA, right? 11, but they've been raising his line. 11.5 I would take him for. 12 RA was a solid number. If you can get it for a good line, take it. But if not, I don't know. Stay away from 15 or whatever the hell that is. 14. It's crazy. It's crazy work. All right. Let's take a look at Dylan Brooks. As we're talking about LeBron James, you know Dylan Brooks and LeBron have a crazy feud. Let's see if Dylan Brooks gets ejected again. I don't think so, but he's also, if you look at his head-to-head, look at his points and his rebounds. The last game they played, he actually did not as well as the last game, but he had 35 on December 1st. Now, just take a look at his last 10. What do you think you should take Dylan Brooks for in a game like this? I'm saying 22. I'm saying 22 to be safe. Can't even take it for 22 yet, but I'm taking him for 22 to be safe. Let's take a look at the books. Now you can't take it. The alt lines aren't out yet. It's too early. All right, Dylan Brooks, 22 PR. All right, you heard it here. All right, and then you're going to look at Royce O'Neal. They allow 3-pointers, the Lakers, okay? They allow 3-pointers. Take a look at this matchup. 30th and 28th for threes. I like this. Grayson Allen is doubtful. That means more shot opportunities for Royce O'Neal. All right, let's look at his percentage, okay? Head-to-head. Yeah, look at that. He has crushed 2 threes in pretty much every game he's played except one against LA. I like this a lot. Take that for sure. All right, we're going to look at the next game. We're going to look at the Spurs and the Thunder. What a rematch this is going to be. What a rematch. First play you can look at to take a look to see. He came through last time they played. He might come through again. You could take a look at Luke Cornett's rebounds. Take a look at his rebounds. Look at that. He's been balling. He's been 8 rebound machine. 8, 6, 9, 12. Wembanyama's questionable again. Okay? It's injury management. So I think if you took him for 7 rebounds, if you can get that good long look, minus 120, I like him for 7 rebounds. You take it if you can. Take him for 6 if it's still good value. But Cornette just comes through in these big games. He always did. He did it to us last year before he got traded on the Celtics. That was crazy. Yeah, look at the rebounds they give up. Love this. Love. Okay. We're going to take a look at who? Guess who? Stephen Castle, 25 PRA. His line is almost back down, 27.5. I like him for 20 for real, 26 PRA. You can take him for that. He's going to cash for sure, especially if Wemby doesn't play. I like him for 26 PRA. Obviously, head-to-head, I think he cashed this in his last matchup. Yeah, he had 30 PRA with Wemby. So they just stay disrespecting his line. I don't understand. Let's look at Mr. Vassell. Mr. Vassell also has a favorable matchup. Points allowed and rebounds to shooting guards. So I would say, yeah, look at the matchup here. All green checks. I like this a lot. If you took Mr. Vassell for his line, which is 20 PRA, they are on drugs. They are on drugs. They are on drugs. 20 PRA for Devin Vassell. I like this. Oh, 19. Take it for 19. 19 PRA. If you can. I like this a lot. He's definitely going to play well against them. This is going to be a big, big, big game for both teams. All right. Holmgren questionable. Hartenstein questionable. Let's just Jalen Williams. You can take a look at him for his points, rebounds, and assists also for this game. If they don't play, for sure. And I like him for 25. 25 PRA for Jalen Williams in a parlay. I love that. Head to head, what did he have last game? Yeah, he's cashed every game consistently. So if you need him to take him for 27 for some juice, 27 might be a move, especially if they don't play. Keep an eye on that. Look at that. All right, we're going to take a look at the next game that I like. All right, Knicks Timberwolves. This one's going to be a real shitty game to watch. No Brunson, no OG, okay? I would have loved to see them really go head-to-head versus Dante DiVincenzo. You know, there's a little trade talk going on to get him back. I think he's going to play well. I think Tyler Kolek obviously is going to have a bigger game. Without Brunson, guys like Shamet and, Miles McBride get more minutes, but none of them. They're not playing either. So you can take a look at Tyler Kolek for, what's his line, 24? Sheesh. I don't know. I'm going to say 20 PRA. But who is going to steal the show is Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns is going to have a big game against his former team. And I got to be honest with you. He had the worst game I think I've ever seen him play last game. I think he had 2 points. We're going to find out right now. Pretty sure he had 2 points, which I wanted to break my television because he's why I lost my parlay. Okay? Ready? Let's look at his points. He had 2 points. Oh, it's a great matchup. I wanted to break my television. I think he bounces back against his former team. They're playing in Minnesota. It's where he started. I like him tonight, but look at their line. Crazy work, 40.5. Crazy work. I don't know, pal. The matchups are right, but it doesn't matter. Look at his head-to-head. So, last year around this time, he had 58 PRA. Absolutely went insane. But last month, not so much. But being said that Brunson and all these guys are out, OG's out, I think they're going to give him the green light. Go ahead, Carl. Do your thing. I like him tonight for 38 PRA. I like him for 38 PRA. You heard it here. All right. Now, that being said, you could take a look at who I think is going to have a crazy game is Bridges. His line is not so crazy. Look at his last 5. 35, 33, and 30. He's been balling. OG's been shitting the bed. With no OG out, he's definitely balling tonight. You could take it for his PRA or his 3. He's been going crazy. 4, 3, and 6 last 3 games. I like him for 2 threes. I like him for his PRA. He's going to be all over the court tonight. Major minutes. Josh Hart. They just juiced his line a little bit too much. 20.5. They better be lowering that down. Oh, no, his line is probably 30. I like him for 27.5. 27.5 it is for me, and that's all he's going to get. Cared. He's just too streaky. No Brunson or not. He's too streaky. Anyway, Dante DiVincenzo, let's take a look. Yeah, he's been balling. Especially with this game. Let's see his head-to-head. How he does when he plays the Knicks, he plays stupendous. 20.5 PRA for Mr. Dante DiVincenzo, my Goomba. All right. We're going to take a look at him for his PRA tonight. Anthony Edwards, let's see his historical matchups. 56, but his last, he's been bowling. His line's 38.5. Not bad. If you can take him for like 36, I like that. Because Julius Randle's just a waste of space. I hate watching him play. But who I do love, Naz Reid. Naz Reid is he's just that guy. He's it. He's him. Naz Reid gets no respect. He should be. Let's see. Let me just show you this. Look. Look at his points, first of all green, all over his line. He's been bowling. His rebounds. Minimum 5 or 6. I like him for 5. The line. Oh, it's plus money for 7. They're getting keen to him. 6 rebounds is minus 119. So what's 5 at in the parlay? Take him for 5. Or his PR. His PR might be the move tonight. Let's see how he plays historically. 31-11. Okay. I like the 31 for a reference because I feel like he's going to do it again. But you can take him for 20 PR, 18 PR. All right. Look at the matchups. Unfavorable matchups. Yeah, he doesn't do so well. Unfavorable matchups. Look at that. 8. With 1, he had 21. I like him for 18 PR. Okay. Take a look at the last game that we're going to take a look at is... we're going to look at... Nuggets Mavs? Yeah. Raptors Heat could be a good game. Nets Sixers. But let's just take a look at the Nuggets Mavs. Anthony Davis has been bowling out of his mind. Look at these rebound stats. Okay. 14, 14, 15, 17. Let's take a look at his matchup tonight. They allow the 18th most rebounds to centers. His matchup, you're looking at Jokic. I don't know if I'd go so crazy. That's why his line's 11.5. They know. But I can see, let's just see any head-to-head stats here. Oh, he had 13 versus Denver. So you know what? I like his line for 11. 11.5. I take him for 11 to be safe. Okay? Jokic, that being said, Jokic is the kind of player where it's just like, look at this. Head-to-head, he rebounds very well. It's a soft matchup. Anthony made out of Glass Davis, soft matchup. I like Jokic for his boards. 12 boards is a good line. So look at his assists head-to-head. 9. If you can get it for 9, that'll be fire. Okay? Let's just see how he scores. Jokic is like, you know what, I'm going to score tonight. You know what, I'm not going to score tonight. But his RA is always a move. So up and down with his points. It's hard for me to take him for his PRA when they put his line at 50.6, 51. It's crazy. Crazy work. I say you take him for his you just take him for his rebounds tonight. I like him for his rebounds. I do. I think tonight his rebounding is going to be, especially against Anthony Davis and Cooper Flag. Move over, little boys. Let's see, Najee Marshall. I like Najee Marshall a lot. I really do. I think he's a solid player. No Max Christie. He's going to get more minutes. Najee Marshall for his PRA. Let's take a look. I just love the consistent players, right? I love players a great player is not someone who comes out and scores 50 points. A great player is someone who comes out and scores 20 points every game. That's a great player. Every game. No bad games. Look at this matchup. Pretty great matchup for small forwards. I think Najee Marshall has a good game. I mean, his matchup, Cam Johnson, I don't know about him defensively. I like Najee Marshall for 19 PRA. Look at that. Look at that hit rate. Najee Marshall, 19 PRA. You heard it here. Good luck. Big slate. Have fun watching the games. Happy holidays. And you know what? Don't put these all on a 10-leg parlay like me. You know the deal. Good luck, comment, and please subscribe to the channel. I'm growing. I'm trying. I gained 3 subscribers yesterday. If you like this video, if you like my content, just do me the solid. Hit the button. Good luck, and have fun watching the games.